The anticipation when heading off on a new adventure is normally very high. This is driven by the unknown of what may lay ahead, what this journey may hold, and where this journey may take us. For some reason, us as fishermen get excited when the path we follow has no undetermined destination. The exploring of the unknown is the fascination for many. This is exploring the beyond too. Set off on this adventure, the uncertainty of where to start was clear among us, and to confirm the uncertainty, days of very few fish sighted and none landed made us even hungrier for more. Sitting back, planning the new approach, searching maps and looking at weather patterns pointed us in the opposite direction of where we were. We hit the road in search of that big New Zealand brown trout. Hopefully, tomorrow would be the day.
Wet. There we go, look at that.
Gorgeous, mate.
Hey, that's about the size that brown trout are born in New Zealand.
Well done, mate. That's awesome.
See you later, my friend.
Well done. That has lifted the morale. I'd like to introduce you to my guide. This is Alex.
G'day, Guide Al here.
So
what happens when you go fishing with old blokes? They can't see shit, so you end up tying their knots.
And now I'm going to cast out and catch a nice trout, thanks to Al. Right. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo! We did it!
How good, guys? My first New Zealand trout, and he's about a 3.5 pounder. He's a cracking fish. That was a really, really good fight. And check out that scenery. How good is this? I'm stoked. Thanks, boys. That's made the trip for me now, so we're going to get this guy back in and let him swim another day.
This day had truly put smiles on all of our faces. Not knowing what laid ahead didn't seem to bother us at all. We'd all landed some fish in the most spectacular country imaginable. This was
Excellent.
Over the next 5 days, we explored what the backcountry of New Zealand had to offer. We encountered some spectacular fishing, matched with some amazing scenery, and what a backdrop it was. Could life get any better?
7 pounder!
All I could see from sitting on top of the rock was just a big wide head, and him just moving and eating. And Yeah, he just come out and rejected it a couple of times and finally found the right length. I think it had to do with the dropper length. It's pretty much the same fly being thrown, the dip, but lengthened up the dropper, got it down to his depth, and he didn't move an inch to eat it. He just opened his mouth.
Look at that.
The desire of finding out what was around that next bend, or what the river looked like in the next valley, pushed our weary legs to their max. With a sense of accomplishment among us, it would have been easy to call it quits. But watching another 5-pounder eat a dry fly was a huge incentive to keep going for that trophy brown. During this time, we had our chances on 2 trophy fish, but hey, like they say, it's called fishing, not catching. As the trip progressed, we encountered different types of terrain, and like any fishing trip, we were faced with some adverse weather conditions. Yet again, that will and want to find that hidden gem of a river was the only excuses we needed to push on. After days on the river, the trip had almost neared its end. With only half a day's fishing left before we needed to get back, clean up all of our gear before the journey home, there was a sense of accomplishment after the fishing that we'd experienced during this trip. But little did we know, the best was yet to come. This last session was quite unbelievable. It didn't matter where you landed the fly or what fish you threw it at, they'd commit to eating it, swim over, and you were on. And quite frankly, what a way for this journey to end. Spirits were at an all-time high. We got stuck in, and we just caught them.
Yes! Thanks, boys. Well, guys, that for me is probably nearly the fish of the trip, size-wise, and definitely what a day. Like, this was meant to be a half day, and I think it's somewhat going to turn into a little bit more than that. Just check out that one more time. It's an unreal fish. That's our 4th fish already today. Pretty damn cool. Let's send him on his way, eh?
This journey had ended, but what a time we'd had. The camaraderie between 3 mates walking the backcountry of New Zealand was really something special. Until next time, South Island, we'll catch you then. This was Exploring the Beyond 2.